What's up, guys? Decided to do a little earlier. I want to get done with my cooking. I'm still gonna pin my product. It's got to belong in the video. It's gonna stay in the video. It's gonna stay over here, whatever. So today we're gonna make extra lean ground beef. This is 96% fat-free ground beef. I really prefer beef because I don't really care if you overcook it or undercook it. I have to worry about it like turkey or chicken. Plus, I'm going to drain it a little bit so it's actually going to be closer to 98 or 99% fat-free chicken. So I already got my pan kind of on medium heat. I like the way this follows me. It's going to give it some pan. And then we're just going to dump both of these beefs in the pan. And I just gotta have one of those mushers because it makes it a lot easier to grind it up for, smaller pieces. I usually turn down the heat so it kind of doesn't like get too burned right away, so it cooks a little bit longer. But like I said, I don't really care so much for the taste. I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Then I'm gonna squirt a little olive oil because for taste. And it's some good fat. Let this cook. And then I haven't decided yet, but I'm either gonna use, if I'm lazy, just steam white potatoes, or I might just go for the yams, which are even better. I have my glasses back on. See what the microwave cook time on this is. 8 to 9 minutes, so let's put this in. For 8 minutes. Then I'm gonna have some broccoli. Obviously I can't make them right now until the other stuff is done, but pretty the same thing. You just fill this up and they go for in about 5 minutes. Just for some extra veggies. But so for now we're just gonna do the beef, some meal prep containers. I keep buying these. I might need some more, but should have enough. Usually when I finish the beef and the broccoli, I put it out in one container and then I portion it out later. And also usually I make my ranch dressing, but today I keep buying this sugar-free sauce from, what's the name of the guy? Smokehouse or something. It literally has 10 calories a serving, 170 calories for this entire bottle. So it's like $5. Tastes like barbecue sauce, and it's just good for a little taste, so it's not so bland. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like this stuff. They have different flavors, but I just like barbecue. Usually I just make my ranch, but sometimes with certain things like beef, it tastes a bit better on a barbecue sauce. So check on the beef. See, like now when it starts bubbling up and then you see a bunch of liquid. So now I'm going to drain all this extra fat a few times throughout the cooking process, which actually then going to make it more fat-free. Not that it matters to have some fat, but fat has the most calories. And since the potatoes are going to take 8 minutes, I might as well just let this cook a little bit slower. Appreciate you guys liking live, sharing a live, and follow me if you don't follow me already. Also send me some of those sunglasses in my live goal. I'd really appreciate that. And buy a couple of these if you're serious about working out. I know there's not everybody in here that's a gym freak or somebody that cares about working out, but you guys should get this product. And I've really been enjoying this thing that follows me around. It's just a lot better than dealing with the tripod. So it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. And I keep rebuying these. Like every time I go to the grocery store, I buy 3 more of these. They're like $3. Must have like 200 of these for now, but they come in handy for like meal prepping and for storage. They're a little bit larger, so obviously I'm not filling them up, but who cares? I have the same size, the same lid. Don't have to worry about different sizes, different lids. Just a better way. Obviously need to refrigerate that after opening, but it's not opened yet. Also, sometimes I'll buy a couple of these cans of tuna. They have 25 grams of protein, I think. 110 calories, you just squeeze out the water. So sometimes I just put 2 of those in there. 50 grams of protein for 220 calories, pretty much all protein. And then I mix it with some rice or maybe sometimes just lettuce with some dressing. It's a really good, cheap, high protein snack on the go. So keep a few of those on hand. Check on the beef. It's time for more drainage. It's just really hard to get the smaller pieces without something like this. I'm gonna make the chicken tomorrow, but for right now, I'm just looking for like meals for tomorrow. So that beef and those potatoes should be enough for like maybe 4 meals, 5 meals. It should be enough. And then I have 3 bars left as a snack too for tomorrow. So I might eat like a couple meals and a few bars. No, man, I don't use Deca. I've already said that. I'm not a fan of Deca really, unless it's for a competition, and I'm not competing. I don't use anything other than TRT. I get this into some little smaller pieces. That's why I like ground. It's just not so dry, especially the beef, and it has a little fat and also easier to eat. I hate heating up chicken, so unless you wrap it in like paper towel with half power, it comes out too dry. It doesn't taste that good, so I prefer the ground beef or ground turkey or ground chicken, but beef to me has the most flavor, so I prefer it. After the potatoes are done, put in the broccoli in for 5 minutes, and the whole thing, again, probably less than 30 minutes total. It's not hard to do to keep on a diet. There we go. There was the potatoes. Whoops. Sweet potatoes are really the best nutrition value, and I also like the taste. It doesn't matter, but it's a little bit better than rice from a glycemic index, meaning it's like slower digesting than rice, and also has less calories. Usually, like I said, what does this say? I cut them. 130 calories, 148 grams. And there's 4 servings. So we're splitting this up in like 4 servings. You can probably just eyeball this. Since it only matters what the overall calories are, I'm just going to put this in there like that. Split this up in half. And now I'm pretty much got 4 kind of equal sized meals for the potatoes. This is a little larger. Trying to stay low carb anyways. So I'm going to leave these 4 here for now. Beef is almost done. I'm going to put that beef in one container so I can then portion it out. Usually, obviously, you use a little bit from cooking than from the actual weight of the package, which is normal. Here we got the beef. So now, take my scale out. It's already set to ounces, and I usually do like 5 or 6-ounce meals. So I think I'm gonna go for 6-ounce meals. I already have the potatoes in here. So I'm gonna set this on there and zero out the scale. And then I'm just gonna put in this is 5.6 ounces. That's fine. Next one. Use the spoon, that's better. Same. Repeat. Okay, last one. It almost gives me like one extra meal, which I can just leave alone for now. Broccoli always produces a little bit of water. Broccoli obviously has very little calories, so you don't have to watch that shit at all. So really just gonna eyeball this. Pretty much that. There you go. Meal number one. Meal number two. Meal number three. Meal number four. It's pretty much a day of eating. So, that 20 minutes. Basically, I got meal number five. I could make the other potatoes and put it in there, make more broccoli, but I'm just not. I'm probably just gonna save this, or actually kind of hungry, or eat it in a little bit. I do have some brown rice left that actually had frozen before I went out of town. So I'm probably gonna just put a cup of this in there. I'll measure this in grams. The cup is 4 ounces. It's not too, still not really defrosted yet. I said ounces, not grams. Perfect, 4 ounces. 1 cup of rice. So now I got an extra meal for later. I got more broccoli in the freezer, but I don't need it right now. I'm not gonna put this in the fridge now because it's obviously hot, so it's gonna have to wait till it cools down a little bit. But as you can see, this was pretty quick. And usually I spend like an hour with like 3 or 4 pans and get a lot more meat and beef and potatoes done at one time and make food for like several days. But today I just wanted to kind of keep it kind of quick. So, but anyway, the point is you can make healthy food pretty quick. So there's no excuses for not having meals ready, because when you have them ready, you have less cravings to eat bad shit or order out food, because you can just grab something from out of the fridge. And if you make a lot more, you can put them in the freezer. So either way, it's a good way to, you know, keep some protein bars on hand, some bananas for some potassium and some carbs to put into your protein shake, especially after the workout. Get a good protein shake, protein powder that's third-party tested, that's good quality, like Optimum Nutrition. I'm not selling this obviously, but one of those ones that's third-party tested at also a good price. Pretty much you can get that anywhere on Amazon. It's good quality. Also highly suggest to get some PB Fit powder, which is basically peanut butter powder, but a third of the calories with more protein, or the same kind of protein. So you got like 60 calories for 2 tablespoons, and it has 6 grams of protein. So you can mix it with water and actually can make even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with it, which is very low calories, still high in protein. Or sometimes I mix it in with my Greek yogurt, just for some peanut flavor, and it's just good to have. Or you can even dump it in a protein shake just to have that peanut flavor in it if I happen to like peanut butter. So it's just a good way of adding some low calorie. But I have a couple of videos on here actually, or on my YouTube if you follow me on the link there, where I make a fat peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because you can actually get yourself some low calorie, low carb bread. Even if it's white bread, it doesn't even matter if it's processed bread, because it doesn't matter. It just has 35 to 40 calories a slice, which is only 70 to 90 calories for 2 slices of bread. Then you take, you know, 2 scoops of this peanut powder, mix it with water. It makes a shit ton of peanut butter. And then you can take some of the fat-free, sugar-free Smucker's jelly. I don't know if I have any of that. I actually do, especially this one, because it has fiber too. And fiber keeps you full. 10 calories per tablespoon. You can put 2 or 3 of those. And you got a 300, 400 calorie sandwich that is so big that you can barely even finish it. And it tastes good. So it's a really good alternative option for people that get tired of eating like the beef, rice, chicken shit. And I understand it. For me, it's not a problem, but sometimes people crave a sandwich. It's a really good low calorie option. I do have that recipe or that video, I think, on here on TikTok. If not, I have it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, guys, you can see we made food in like 15 to 20 minutes for a whole day, or even 2 days, because I could do 2 meals, a shake, a couple of bars. I could split it up in 3 days, whatever I want. But I also prefer to eat real food. Keeps me fuller, and it's probably better nutrition value. But sometimes maybe you don't have no way to heat it up, or you're on the go. Gotta sometimes substitute it with a bar or with a pre-made protein shake like I had earlier. But either way, like I said, there's no excuse not to be able to stick to a diet. I know I turned off my TV now, but anyways, get yourself some of the pre-workout. There is a sale going on right now if you're serious about working out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking video. I'm not gonna upload the whole thing live because I don't see the point. I'd rather just make more of these and possibly, let me get this. So it's sometimes you gotta, TikTok's pretty strict about having to display the product when you add it to your, you know, channel. You have to show it. You cannot not just add it. But yeah, I really believe in this product. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. Yes, I get a commission on it if somebody buys it. So of course, I would appreciate as many people to buy it as possible. But I truly do like this product. It works really well. As I previously mentioned, this product has only 10 calories for 2 scoops. It's a high stim product if you do want, you know, the focus and the, you know, the caffeine in it. It has vitamin B6, vitamin B12, magnesium. It has citrulline in it, which is, like I said, a nitrix booster for the blood flow. And if you take the full scoop, it actually has 10,000 milligrams, which is a lot, which is the same as you get in like pump sauce or any other products. But it also got creatine monohydrate. It's got 5 grams. It's got 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, which is the recommended dosage for daily use in order to be effective. And you got to take creatine daily for at least 2 weeks in order for it to be effective. So, did I actually add this product? I added this product. I don't see it. Why is it not adding? Sometimes I don't get it, but it's fine. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Do you guys actually see the link or not? Because I was sure I added this product earlier. Now it shows me it's not there, so it's kind of strange. But maybe because it wasn't in the view, it doesn't let me add it, which is weird. Kind of strange, kind of strange. Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I need to be talking about the product anymore. Either way, it's a good product. It works for a good pre-workout. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the cooking video to see how quickly you can actually make food and start eating healthy and get your protein goal in, which is about 1 gram per pound, which means if you're 150 pounds, you need 150 grams of protein. If you're 200 pounds, you need 200 grams of protein for ideal muscle building. If you don't get enough protein in, you're not going to build enough muscle. Also, of course, it's a leaner calorie source than fats. There's nothing wrong with fats. You do need fats, but fats have over double the calories per gram than protein does. So, you know, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So I try to eat a low carb, low fat diet for the most part. I don't care about how many fats or carbohydrates I eat. After I hit my 200 grams protein goal per day, which is around 1,000 calories, and I'm eating around 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day, I don't care about the rest. I only care about hitting my protein goal and hitting my overall calorie goal. That's the only way you can measure whether you're in a surplus, meaning you're eating more than you burn, or whether you're in a deficit, means you're eating less than you burn, or not eating, but burning. That means when you're burning more calories than you're consuming, you're going to lose body fat / weight. If you're eating more than you're burning, you're going to be gaining fat. So there's no ifs and buts about it. It has nothing to do with intermittent fasting, stupid bios, paleo, keto, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all about calories in and calories out. That's all that matters. There's no there's no secret. So you guys can all try the shortcuts and intermittent fasting for a week, and I go to keto for months and it works, but it's not sustainable. The only thing sustainable is staying consistent with a diet that is the same all the time around, which means you eat clean for the most part, and every once in a while you have like a cheat day. But if you cannot have a cheat day every day, you cannot drink every day, you just cannot maintain a really great physique that way. You know, what's up with all this Pride Month stuff? And of course, drink tons of water, at least a gallon or two a day. I drink lots of water. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not in that community, so whatever months, I don't keep up with that stuff. Movie that scared you at any age. I don't know. I'm old school, man. I'm old. I used to like the whole poltergeist stuff and all the Insidious and all that shit. I used to watch that stuff. Even the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, those really old school horror movies, the Jasons, the Halloweens, I used to like that stuff. What advice do you need? Superman, one of those another comments you're gonna get muted because I don't need stupid shit like that. So keep it. Okay, you knew a girl, you hang out a lot, okay? Keep going. I'm excellent at relationship advice. I don't know what boy or girl means, but if you're asking me if I'm into boys or girls, I'm definitely into girls. I'm not into boys. Never was, never will. It's not me. Sorry. But the thing is, try to keep it not so mysterious and just spit it out already. Yeah, that's great, man. It's always never the wrong time to get started back in the gym. Well, if it's up here, it's up period. What is there? I don't really have a favorite post workout. Most of the time, to be honest, I'm not really super starving at the post workout. Most of the time, I really just eat like a protein bar or like a shake because I'm not really super starving. I'm more hungry usually after that post workout meal, like later, like now, after I first had the meal I had on my life earlier. And so, like my next meal now, I'll be a little bit more hungry actually than the one from earlier, where I really just wanted. What's this? Really just wanted like the bar. So I might eat that beef that I just made with the rice, probably. Now, what does this have to do with me, man? Some people say some weird shit. I'm wearing my apron, man, my cooking apron with my name on it. It's my brand. What do you think I'm wearing? Has to match. Yeah, well, if you are eating low calories, specifically low carbs and low fats, you're going to be very low in energy because all the energy comes from carbs and fats. So can just do some extra caffeine to boost your energy, but it's still not going to last all day. So it's rough, but it works. I might put this back on my little deal here because I kind of like this, especially when I'm in the kitchen. This thing works well. F to close. Okay. Yeah, so these meals are still too hot to put in the fridge. I might even need another bar, I don't know. But I probably will heat up this rice with beef. And I might make some more broccoli. I also keep tons of this Greek yogurt from Aldi. Only like $3, $3.30. Greek yogurt, 0 fat. This whole pint has 80 grams of protein for 450 calories. And most other Greek yogurts that you buy anywhere else are like $7, like the major brands. So the Aldi one is the exact same stuff for like less than half. So I have like always 10 of these in the fridge. Because I use it for sauces, I use it for dressing, eat it by itself with blueberries or bananas. It's a really good protein source. It has antioxidants, very healthy. It's really good. Yes, I do manscape everywhere. It's actually time to shave again because I'm already growing some hair. No, I don't freeze it. I just froze it because I was on vacation and I obviously didn't want it to go bad. So, but normally I don't freeze the rice because it doesn't last long enough to where I have to freeze it. So, no, I don't freeze it. Well, I came straight from the gym, so the hair is obviously not made. So, I'm wearing the hat. Plus, I like the advertisement, New Balance brand, and it matches my apron. Yeah, just the whole chia seed thing is like it's just too much work, man. I just like buy the ready-made stuff. I mean, I like Greek yogurt. It's just easier. So I prefer Greek yogurt. I like the taste. I like the texture. I put some sweetener in it. Sometimes I even put some of that peanut butter powder in I talked about earlier. And it's just a good way. And sometimes I eat like 2 pints of these yogurts a day. Gives me 150 calories for under 150 grams of protein for under 1,000 calories. So if I want to have a really low calorie day, or maybe I want to eat a lot of calories one day and the next day I want to just eat really clean to offset the calories, I have one of those yogurt days, maybe one of those meals and then just 2 of those yogurts, full pints, one in the morning, one at night, and maybe one meal like this. I can keep a low calorie day, still hit my protein goal. So it's a lot of things you can do. Anyway, guys, that was it. I think I did a decent amount of lives today. It is 6:30. I was actually thinking about doing some more cardio, hitting some back, but I don't know if I feel like it today. I might just relax. And like I said, I might eat this meal here and watch a movie or something. Not sure. Yeah, I'll pack pop now only if I get some of these sunglasses because I've already did a lot of free content. So appreciate that. Stefan? Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. There you go. See, that wasn't hard. I just been to Arizona. Arizona's pretty nice, especially Scottsdale. It's pretty good. Suzanne. Is that like some I hate when people don't have pictures of their actual profile, how they look like. They must have something to hide. Yes. Yeah, you're a doll collector, but you have a picture of a doll on your profile, but not yourself. So you can be a doll collector and have pictures of dolls on your post, but your profile should be you. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's like sometimes when I look at the people that I follow back and I see you have the strangest profile pictures. Weird. I guess people are just shy or hiding their identity. I don't know. This is good lighting. I might even be motivated to go back to do some back downstairs at the apartment gym, possibly. But first, I'm gonna have to consume another meal so I have enough energy for that. I didn't really do, yes, I didn't really do a complete um, back workout in Punta Cana. I did like sort of a back workout, but not really. Turn this light on. I did, like I said, I did sort of a workout, but not really a full back workout. So I might just do a little bit more back later, just to kind of finish it up. I did. I should do some arms too, but I really don't need to. So I think I'm pretty good for now. Again, I'm going to clarify for Donnie again. When we're talking about the biceps, we're talking about the arm. So if you're talking about how big the arm is, it's not the biceps, man. It's the biceps and the triceps. So you can measure the biceps. You can measure an arm. That includes the triceps and the biceps. Whereas the triceps is much bigger than the biceps. So if you're asking somebody, ask them how big their arm is. Don't ask them how big their biceps is. But to clarify, it's about 19 inches. Wonder if I can put these away now. And it kind of could be going in the fridge now. It's not too bad. Perfect 4 meals for tomorrow. And tomorrow is a work from home day, so I'm not going to the office. I don't want to show too much nipple here. So I'm going to work from home tomorrow, no office. So I can eat them all throughout the day on the couch or in the bed or whatever while I'm doing the work on the computer. Hola, is it Jorge? I really wonder what happened to my product. Yeah, I don't know if I should make some more broccoli. Because there's really not much in here. Let's heat this up for like 3 minutes. I guess it was a good idea for me to turn off the stove. I left it on. Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, it's one of those cams that follows you. That's why I bought it. So I can actually make these cooking videos and I can walk around and it follows me around while I'm walking and talking. That's the whole point. So, especially when I do the cooking videos, then it's helpful. So I actually do like that versus my tripod, which I use for, when I do the apartment talk slash sitting there, then I don't use this one. This one is a countertop one, which has you know, that effect of just that. Well, I don't know about good cook. I mean, I experiment with recipes that work for me, but I'm not saying I could start working in a restaurant now, making all kinds of gourmet type foods to serve to like high-end dinner guests, other than maybe a filet mignon, which is my specialty, or some pasta dishes. But I make practical food that have the nutritional values that I need. I guess you can see if you were following the video from the beginning, I don't put a lot of seasoning on there, not a bunch of paprika or a bunch of other shit, onions, all this other crap. I don't need it. I put pepper and salt and I put some of the sauce on it and it's good enough for me because I care about the nutrition value, not the taste. And I want to go for taste and I go out to a nice restaurant on the weekend, enjoy myself, whatever, have one meal out. The rest of the time it's for fuel. So I don't care. So it's a muscle. You can move a muscle when you have enough of it. You can control the left one or the right one because you have the control over it because it's you have enough mass to do it. Like it's just like anything else. It's like you can lift up your left leg and the right leg. It's the same thing. Just have to have enough of it in order to move it. The reason why you can move it is because you haven't built enough muscle there in order to move it. Not a technique or anything like that. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like the live and share the live. Click the screen. Follow me here. Follow me on Instagram. DM me if you have any questions. I really like to grow my Instagram following some more too. If you're interested in recipes, online coaching, or any other advice, whatever it is, then you can DM me here. You can DM me on Instagram. I do try to go live a couple times a day at least when I can. And I might do one later after my workout if I do another workout. For right now, I'm just going to chill for a moment, eat this other meal, and then I might be back with a live later. But again, appreciate it. Thanks again for hanging out with me for a while, for being in my kitchen, and I see you guys in a little bit.